This is my 2025 clone army. I have 51 different clones with a bunch of different legions and vehicles to go through. I'll start with an honorable mention being this 501st instruction booklet that M&R signed himself at Brickworld of 2024. Here's a better look at it and a picture for proof. Leading my 16501st, I have the 2025 Anakin Skywalker because I thought it was the best version, and of course it kind of relates to the 501st, at least time period wise. I do have the ARC Trooper 5s there, which looks very nice in the front of the army, and a little bit more in front I have the 2024 Captain Rex. I was thinking about swapping out the rangefinders for the newer one because I am technically able to do that with my extra rangefinders, but I decided to keep the same for like actual accuracy or what the set of the figure actually gave us. And I do have 2 battle packs worth of 501st troopers, and I have 1 extra specialist in the back, and I have 1 501st battle pack, at least the 2025 first battle pack with the jetpack trooper there. And I also have the animated Clone Wars version of the 501st, which is probably my favorite 501st, at least a lot better than 5s even for the time. But so 3 battle packs I guess in total, as well as the Y-Wing, the Tantive 4, Boarding Tantive 4, and then the specific clone. I don't have the full set, I just have the figure, but at least for 501st, definitely my favorite figure goes to the 2000 animated Clone Wars style. Right next to them, I have my grunts, or like shinies, I guess, of the clones, and all the way in the back there I have the Clone Wars Phase 1, as well as 1 battle pack's worth of the regular Phase 2 2024 style. I also have in the back here, you might be able to tell, the 2010 version that came into the turbo tank. I do actually have that full turbo tank microfighter, which I'll talk about a little bit later, and also have the 2005 one in the front from the Revenge of the Sith, with that very nice helmet mold that they did back in the day, where his face is actually completely black, and it was just like an indent in his helmet, which I really like on some of the older figures. And so of course he's my favorite of my shinies, and I have to put him on the front. On the back of the base plate, I have some random troops that I can't really put anywhere. I decided I'd throw in Omega because she technically is a clone. I also have a ARC 170 pilot. I didn't end up picking up this set because I thought it was a little bit overpriced, but the only reason I would get it is for this beautiful figure. So I got Oddball, I believe, with his red and yellow markings, and also beautiful dual-molded legs. And I have the V19 turret pilot, as well as a Geonosis trooper, which looks very, very nice, and that cool came out. I actually picked that one up in 2025. And I also have a really cool Special Forces commander. It was included in this book, the Yoda Chronicles, all the way back in 2022. I also have this little area with the clone cadets, with Tan Lee leading the front. I think it was a pretty cool section here. And I only have 1 battle pack, I guess, worths of clones there. Only 1 like GWP, I guess. Technically, it's not really a battle pack. And behind them, I have 1 Akbar Trooper, as well as Jedi Bob, because I thought it would be a fun little thing, because the Akbar Trooper uses the clone torso and the legs, and it also has a Jedi leader. So I thought, why not throw it in some empty space in the back? Moving to the first side of the vehicles, I have the 332nd Swamp Speeder, which kind of fits with the blue 501st colorway, and it is technically a branch of the 501st. I also have the Microfighter there, as well as 1 of the older 501st battle packs with the ATRT and Bark Speeder, and I also have Captain Rex's helmet, because why not throw it in there? It is technically a clone. Moving up to the front, I have this Fox, as well as his second torso, like his red one, I believe, like the reddish, less accurate one. He's the one that he's wearing right now, and then I ordered the new one, and it did ship, and you might be able to tell it's a little bit whiter. And I have 1 battle pack and Coruscant Guard gunship worth of shock troopers there. And also, really cool Legion here is Mace Windu's 187th, which came the 2022 fighter tank, and it comes with 1 airborne trooper there, as well as the regular grunts there. And these actually don't even come with helmet holes. Sadly, the airborne trooper comes with a printed waistcape, but this Mace Windu is definitely one of the best we've gotten, if not the best one. Looks very nice, and also sort of sparked the love with the clone like print there. I don't know if you can see the Republic logo on the side of his arm, and it is not really a common Jedi, so I think it looks good overall with the purple lightsaber and then the purple clone. So it is sort of like like a Legends set, which LEGO doesn't really make a lot of. Below this base plate, I have some of my smaller builds, like an advent calendar command station here, as well as the TurboTake microfighter, which I spoke of before with the older 2010 like regular Phase 2 Grunt. I also have 3 of these small clone turrets, which they include in literally every single set. And I have one with the translucent blue, and then 1 or 2 with the translucent red. And then I also have this stand, as well as this speeder bike that came in the battle pack from 2024. Over here, I have the 2021 Ahsoka, as well as Commander Vaughn there, as well as a bunch of these troopers from the 332nd, and one of them should not have helmet holes, I believe. The one in the back there is just a normal grunt with actually no helmet holes, which is how I got the Ahsoka from the AAT, so it looks very nice, and that one's probably my favorite in this specific Legion. Moving to the back, I have Commander Cody's Brickhead, because again, it is a clone set technically, and also have 1/212th, as well as Commander Cody holding that hologram, and then the V19 Torrent Obi-Wan there, quite possibly the best Obi-Wan we've ever gotten. The final Legion of this video, and also the most recent, is the 327th here, with the Commander leading with the rangefinder, the newer one in the front, and I also have a fake Commander Bly, which should come with a waist cape, and also some much more accurate printed arms. It's just the quality is a lot lower, so I have them in the back of the army there, and I only bought 1 battle pack, because honestly, who needs 2? Once you have the clones, there's no reason to spend another $45 on another one, but they do come with that nice pauldron there, which looks very nice on all of the clones. But that's going to wrap up all the Legions. But here is the side with most of my vehicles. I'll start over here, which is a 501st Battle Pack EV7 alternate like vehicle cannon, which is not obviously the build that we see in the set. I have 2 of them, like I said before, so I combined them using only a couple extra pieces. I think I just added these tire pieces because I had them lying around. I thought I would add a little bit of extra detail, but I'm not really a good like old builder or mock builder in general, but I still think I did a pretty good job, and it also fills up a lot more space. I'd rather have 1 big one than 2 small ones of the exact same thing, which aren't really good in general. And I also have the tank here from 2022, the Republic Fighter Tank. It even has wheels on the bottom, which actually are very smooth, and they actually work very nice. And I believe I got this all the way back in 2022, the Christmas of 2022. You can lower the back here and see a little bit of interior, and there is area for the clone to stand there, and you got a little control panel in there. I don't want to do like a full review, but I do want to go a little bit over it. I believe there's also a center hatch here, and ignore the poorly placed stickers. This was back in 2022. And then you have a little space for the clone there, which looks very nice. And these 2 turrets on the front definitely rotate. And I don't really like including these statues here, because sometimes I actually knock it over and then it goes flying across my room. But I feel like this is a very cool set in general. I believe the second version of this vehicle that we've ever gotten, so it does look very nice. I also have the V19 Torrent from 2025 sitting in the back here. It is in sitting position, I guess, in landing position. And here it is in flight position. Looks very nice. I just kind of wanted to have it in the landing position in the back so it could fit a little bit better and be a little bit more accurate, because obviously it wouldn't be sitting down there in flight position, but I think it looks a lot better in flight position. Sadly, it just can't fit in that little corner there. Also have the Coruscant Guard gunship, which I also have a review on, so you guys can check that out. I think it is really cool for like a massive clone army when you don't look and see all the bad details it has. I think in general, just to have a gunship in your clone army is iconic, and it looks pretty good for what it is, I guess, next to all this other vehicles. I also have the Camino training facility here, these 2 builds, as well as the Kaminoan Enforcer, which I thought I could include there because I guess it's not technically clone, but I thought I'd throw it in there because I threw the rest of the training supplies in there. And I also have one of the AT-RTs from the 327th Battle Pack. But that is going to do it for my 2025 clone army, and make sure to comment down below what your favorite clone was in my collection. My favorite clone is definitely the Airborne Geonosis Trooper, so see you all in the next one.